Before this shit starts, I want to go ahead and say this is more so a rant than a general explanation, and I already know the title is going to get people to rush to the comment section, wigging the fuck out saying Destiny 2 never died to begin with, and I solemnly agree with that statement. Destiny 2 never died, it was just sleeping for a while. And that's okay, because now we are a few days away from the Witch Queen, which is the 4th campaign expansion DLC for Destiny 2 since the game released almost 5 years ago. I'm going to give you guys a brief summary of my experience with the game, and then I'll get into why Destiny 2 is going to make a huge comeback. When the game first came out, it was pretty much ran by Bungie, but a lot of the creative control was on the shoulders of Activision Blizzard. It wasn't up until a few years ago when Activision Blizzard stepped away from Destiny 2, leaving everything up to Bungie. And just in case your brain is smoother than a goddamn polished marble, Bungie made Halo from 2001 all the way up to 2010. This company later ditched the Halo series, giving it to 343, and we all seen how well that fucking went. Bungie is the perfect example of what dev teams should be. All of my Destiny hating friends are thinking in the back of their head, wait, didn't Destiny 2 have like really shitty DLC releases? And the answer to that question is yes. Yes, they did. But the game is packed full of content. Let me explain. In between the console and PC version of the game, I have around 500 hours, which is nothing compared to some of my Steam friends who have 1,000 to 2,000 hours plus in Destiny 2 alone. And I've noticed a pattern here. The game kept improving over time even when the numbers dropped. Before recently getting back into Destiny 2, I took several months off of the game because I thought it was dying. Didn't have a single clue what had come out, had zero clue how much shit was improved and added into the game, and when I came back, I was greeted with a newfound love for the game. Just in case you guys are unaware, Destiny 2 has strikes, campaigns, Gambit, Crucible, dungeons, and a whole bunch of other shit to do. You have quests for different campaigns, side quests for challenges, side quests for weapons, and I just now figured out you could go back and play old quests to unlock legendary and exotic weapons that you may have missed getting. The customizables remained as I remembered them, and there is so much shit to customize and unlock, it's unreal. Now, why am I talking about all of this? Because this may be a very blatant sign that Bungie gives a fuck about what its customers want. Now, they do so with flaws and things of that nature, but they actually give a fuck. If we compare them to their competition being 343 Industries, it's so obvious who cares more. I don't want to hear the excuse, well, Destiny 2 has been out for 5 years. You guys want to know when Halo 5 came out? 2015, 7 goddamn years ago. 343 had 7 years to make things perfect for Halo Infinite, and don't get me wrong, they did an amazing job with the game, but they sacrificed 80% of the game's content and things we could grind out to meet a fucking deadline and focus more on the core gameplay mechanic. And it's pretty goddamn bad that Destiny 2 came out with fucking character progression, and a game that took 7 years to make doesn't even have one. Yeah, you could argue and say it's more important to focus on the overall gameplay mechanic, but Destiny 2 came out a finished fucking game from the get-go, and all they did was release new campaigns for the game. And all of this comes full circle to what I constantly rant and rave about, and it's that these devs are getting lazier and lazier. 343 could have had a character progression system in the game by the end of the second fucking week if they wanted to, but they didn't. And I can tell you right now, I do not like talking about Halo Infinite like this, because I enjoy the game, but until May rolls around when Season 2 for Halo Infinite drops, Halo is going to be continuing to fight against itself to keep it out of the fucking graveyard. Destiny 2 is going to continue to thrive and prosper as long as they continue to push out content, and from what I've seen from the timeline, they are going to release at least 1 or 2 more campaigns. Like I mentioned earlier, we are just a few days away from seeing the Witch Queen campaign release, and this is the DLC that's putting Destiny 2 back on the goddamn map. I seriously cannot wait to play it and stream it here on YouTube for you guys. One last thing, and this is for Bungie. Bungie, thank you for your 30 years of great content and service to the video game industry. Thank you for making Destiny 2 a great game, and thank you for thinking about us, the consumers of your product. Another thing you should be thinking about is hitting that subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. I'm going to be streaming Destiny 2 on the channel along with Dying Light 2, so yeah, go ahead and hit that sub button if you genuinely enjoyed the content. If you didn't, well, tell me down in the comments and I'll look at it and I'll fix it, whatever the fuck. Alright, whatever, I'm getting into the outro. My name is Redbeard Mortis, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you guys in the next one, but until then, I am fucking out of here.